$1,000 is on the line. Nigerian money, that is 21 million, and that is not beans at all. Please, our life coaches, our future coaches, our past coaches, please can we let our players play their game? Ejo, let them play. Don't worry. We pray from afar so that the money will touch you.
All right, right about now, we're inching closer to that moment when someone would finally walk away with that money. But right now, I'm going to leave you in the hands of Manny as he takes on from there. Manny, I hope you're on standby. Are you there?
I'm sure Manny is there. Manny has been giving all the analysis from up, even when we're not live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back one more time. Now we're going straight into the action. The match between Killer Freak.
Manny, talk to us. Don't do this.
Killer Freak.
Manny, don't fall our hand in front of everybody here, please, I beg.
Killer Freak has already scored the first goal. All right. And that means he's currently leading Wesley 1-0. And yes, while we wait for the updates again from downstairs, we have, like I'm giving you guys the updates as it's happening in real time. Killer Freak just scored a goal against Wesley. So many other games are going on at the same time. Now, don't forget what we are doing currently is trying to find an extra 4 for what we call the losers bracket. All right, so now we are going to be going to our caster, Sly. We're going to be going to Sly in Ghana, who is going to be giving us the in-depth match analysis. Yes, Wesley with Enugu Rangers going up against Killer Freak with Doma United. Killer Freak with the red cursor. He's going on another rampaging attack. I can tell you right now that Wesley is going on a rampaging attack. He's trying hard to not lose the ball. That's an opportunity. He rushes it. Oh my goodness. That would have been a good opportunity for Wesley there. But he rushed his shots there, of course. And now Killer Freak is on a rampaging attack of his own. There's space in the 18-yard box. Wesley defending with his life. Good tackling there. Was able to slap the ball out. Player Locks gives him the opportunity now. The weak play. Yes, Havas on the left back for Wesley. Going to Haaland to Mbappe. Very close, but the defense was paying enough attention to Wesley there. That was an offside, and Wesley has an opportunity to rest and relax from that attack by Killer Freak. It's still 1-0. Offside trap activated by Killer Freak there. You can see the shots taken by both players on target. Right now is currently on par. 4 shots on target by both players. That's to tell you that both players have enough intent in this particular match. Well, that's one thing about the losers bracket. It gives you an opportunity, no matter what happens in the group stages, it still gives you an opportunity to get something from yourself. And I think sometimes while the players themselves might feel like it's a bit unfair, this is the standard rules by EA. This is the international standard by EA. The first competition was to find out who will automatically qualify, and this time around we're trying to find out who will come out of the group stage to match the 4 who have already qualified automatically. I can tell you that Adefola qualified while he had the same amount of points with Mr. Oga. That 7-2 victory gave him more goals that took him into automatic qualification because he was the first in that group stage, in Group A. And in Group B, we have Farouk qualifying 3 wins, 1 draw with KK. There's an opportunity by Killer Freak. Where is Ghana guy? Killer Freak really taking advantage of that opening goal, and as long as he's not conceding, he has what it takes to go all the way. But Wesley is someone you should never count out in these kind of situations. This is how hard and unfair the game can be at times. No matter how good you started, it's about how you end the game. It's about who maintains composure and concentration for the remainder of this game. Yes, we have just 1 more minute into extra time, into halftime, and this probably will be the last attack for Wesley. Can he maintain that composure? He gets the ball. Too much attention. Oh my goodness. Eventually, Mbappe is crowded out in that tight spot. Killer Freak is still going on his own chance, but the interception, it's very much in the right spot. Now in Group C, like as I was giving you, Okoye has automatically qualified, while Riome, Sabiboy, Kenny, and Frenzy are now going to be fighting it out for the second ticket. Rams Bobo are qualified straight from Group D. Killer Freak and Indaboski, Francis and Guru are now the ones who are going to be fighting it out for the second spot. We have on the line Sly all the way from Ghana. Sly, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good, Emmanuel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very much. The second half is yours. Please take it away.
All right. I've been itching and waiting to have the opportunity for this big game, and judging from what I've heard, and you kind of giving us the details of how the eNPFL is going on. I mean, it's always fun to see the players being cut down into the last 16 or the last 8. Which definitely makes things a lot more interesting and gives us a lot more context into how the games might be going, as Killer Freak would like to possibly start the second half like the way he did in the first. But it just gives us a different angle, a different perspective to enjoy more of these games. And I've watched Killer Freak closely throughout possibly his whole FC career, because he's been one of those dangerous players in the Nigerian eSports community. And you just kind of feel like he always finds a way to pull through. But with all the rumblings about Wesley, you know this one is not going to be a walk in the park for him, as Wesley will get through ball into Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe on the ball, finding Lukman, one of those Nigerian players who could be in there for him. Big save, Petr Cech in goal. I mean, he's considered as one of the best goalkeepers in the Ultimate Team for a reason, with a huge save to keep the scoreline at 1-0 in favor of Killer Freak, as he'll build an attack of his own. Erling Haaland lays it onto a quarter. That was the opportunity right there for him to get a second, and he almost did. But I mean, great patterns of play. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Just to give you a quick update, Wesley is the guy who is playing with the Blue Cursor, with the Enugu Rangers team. He's currently losing 1-0, and Killer Freak is the guy who is currently winning with the Red Cursor. So I just wanted to give you that quick update.
All right. Thanks for the affirmation. It's very, very important as we head into this one. But I mean, one of the updates that you've always got to look at is the time range within the games. I mean, recently EA did add the competitive mode where we can now play 9 minutes per half. That's why we see longer halves and we see greater score lines. But this one is very interesting because we've just seen one goal so far, but you kind of feel like another one might come in soon. So even if you've got that one goal, you've got to find a way to add a second or a third for assurance and security. And for Killer Freak, that is what is probably on his mind. For Wesley, though, he'll be looking to prevent an attack from going on here. That's an excellent tackle at the back. I mean, tackles like these are what separates the best defenders from the normal ones. And tackling in EAFC 24, everybody can attest to that. It is extremely difficult. The timing, how to be aggressive, how to be able to just stand your ground when it comes to jockeying and switching between the defenders and the rest, how to switch between the right back and the center backs is very, very key. And I feel like every single game we'll be watching, we'll have to be taking critical look at how these players perform all of these defensive duties. You're still watching the eNPFL, the official Nigerian Pro League for this 2024 EAFC Pro season. It's already proving to be a wonderful pro season as the new format was introduced, where, of course, they'll be playing in different leagues in different countries. We've already seen the likes of the E-Premier League take place, which was wonderful. Man City taking that victory there. We've also seen PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands also being crowned champions. We've seen Sevilla as well in La Liga, and it's time to find out who in Nigeria will be crowned champion. Doma United and the Nugu Rangers now battling it out. Killer Freak and Wesley looking to possibly book their spot in the next round of the competition. Or coach. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. God bless you. See, I walked around, especially towards the stage, and then back again. I was just stretching. So that front, that walkway, and it's black short sleeve.
Hold it. A great pass into Bellingham. Wesley 10, and this could be possibly a very huge opportunity. And the way he creates these spaces is just critical to look at, because he does that so well. And how high pressing wins him the ball back. Every single one of these teams, we are seeing either Hullet or Erling Haaland in the team. Of course, they want to get that aerial play style plus of Erling Haaland to do the magic. Look, man, maybe not the best of people to possibly get on the end of crosses, as Wesley will not be able to capitalize on the attack. And Killer Freak will come away with it. Big switch of play. I mean, these switches are very key when playing these type of games, as Killer Freak will be able to open things up with Havertz, Bellingham, Rude Hullet. Well, that time, that pattern stopped in his tracks. But, I mean, from what we've seen closely, you tell these guys, just know what is at stake. That $15,000 prize pool for this one is a very key one to watch. And the spot in the plains, I think, is so important, because Africa have been crying out for opportunities like these. And since it's come, we are looking out for those players who will be grabbing it with both hands, as Killer Freak and Wesley battling it out in this matchup for this one. Cruyff. It will be on the 10. I mean, that foundation to whoop is a very interesting card to use. For the restrictions, you've got to have 5 Nigerian players in your team, with 3 starting at least a half. Oh, coach, speaking of the Nigerians, here's one. Killer Freak almost putting the pressure on Wesley, but Wesley will come out of it comfortably. Every single time we see Killer Freak put pressure on, Wesley has been able to water down that pressure. And I mean, in this second half, we've got to give credit to how well he shaped that defense, and he'll create an attack out of it. It will be again Sans Ranes. I mean, the switching of play, we've kind of hinted that if you're going to switch play, it should be to possibly bail you out, stretch the play to make it as wide as you can, stretch the pitch to make it as wide as you can, and possibly create opportunities for yourself. And I feel Wesley has done that in this game very well. Okocha on the 10 again. Wesley, the man representing a Nugu Rangers in these qualifiers. Huffing and puffing, but still to no avail, as Killer Freak will run away with the Rude Hollits tackle. That's the way to go, in the aggressive 2-footed tackle. Wins back.
Yeah, it's going to be more,
but he just can't hold on to it. I mean, with just about 15 minutes to go, the pressure now getting to both of these players, as they just can't hold on to the ball. Could this be the moment for Killer Freak, though, working his way into dangerous areas, into the box, my word? Well, that's the way to do it, all right. Rude Hullet in areas like those definitely is a menace from way outside. Powers it through. He's got the power shot play style plus, and he's used it to perfection right there. Killer Freak gets the second one to go down, and he's looking like he might be in pole position to book his spot in the next round of the tournament. I mean, that was just awesome. And you kind of feel like when you catch your opponent off guard, it always gives you that added edge going into the next round of the games, because guys are watching you, your potential opponents are watching you, and they can be like, hey, if Killer Freak can score goals like this, we've got to be on our A game. It just makes you a lot more unpredictable. It just makes you a lot more feared within the tournament. And Killer Freak right now in his groove. Rude Hullet with a thunderous strike as he gets straight right back in the game. I mean, 2-0, comfortable position, but there's still a lot of FC action to be played. I mean, 10 minutes when you're playing competitive mode is a very, very key one to watch. Remember, we are playing 9 minutes per half, so it can take a very long time for those 10 minutes to end, and you've got to be wary of how you hold on to the ball. But for Wesley at this point, there's just one thing on his mind: keep it on constant pressure. I mean, you can manual press as well with just team press with the deep part tactics. So it's up to him to see how he wants to figure out the way he will shape his team and possibly build it towards the end of this game, because it's crucial point. You're at the brink of elimination. You've got to throw everything you've got at it. And I mean, I just can't wait for them to kind of resume for the last 10 minutes of the game. I mean, the eNPFL already has built so much drama, so much nerves around the whole of the African esports community when it comes to FC24. Back home here in Ghana, we've had players speak about it. We've had players watch and follow closely how the eNPFL is doing stuff. And I mean, because I play rivals myself, I face a lot of these Nigerian pros, and I know that they are very, very good. But here, it might be unfair to some people that will have to separate the boys from the men, but that's how these tournaments are. And we are looking for the one man who will be heading into the plains to potentially represent Africa on the world stage. Every single time I play that in my head, on the world stage, it's been a dream of every African, and we'll get to see that here today. Konate, Killer Freak. I mean, the tactic he employs here is going to be crucial, as he loses it cheaply though with De Bruyne. Wesley possibly looking to get a lifeline, maybe a goal back here to put that last minute pressure on Killer Freak and cause problems here. It ricochets onto his spot. Mbappe! He gets right back in it. That's what he was looking for, and that's what he's got. Wesley right back in this one. Unrelenting. I mean, fortunate with the bounce there, but immediately he got onto Kylian Mbappe. He was not going to miss. I mean, that's the way to do. You can get fortunate with EA sometimes, but when the opportunity comes, you've got to grab it with both hands. And the team of the year item, team of the season item, Kylian Mbappe has got everything in his locker. You've got quick step, you've got technical dribbling, playstyle plus as well from Kylian Mbappe. And what more could you want from an excellent card in the Frenchman, who of course has announced this move to possibly Real Madrid coming into next season. 5 minutes to go.
Sly, my brother, how you doing?
All good, man.
Good. Just wanted to give you a quick update. That is not actually a prize pool, but it's a winner take all tournament. So whoever wins take the whole $15,000 home. Isn't that very wonderful?
Amazing that you get to walk home with $15,000 and still make the play. 5 minutes to go, as Wesley will keep knocking at the door. I mean, he's knocking vehemently, and it could create an opening for him. Okocha with the excellent 10. The Enugu Rangers man looking to save a season as we go in. Mbappe, my word.
Yalla.
The reverse into the finish looked like that was going to be it. But Petr Cech and goal stands tall. Nervous as to how this one is going to end. Possibly another corner kick, and you've got to take a close look at corner kick, because this year they do score a lot from the look at Erling Haaland's movement there. As Wesley will be looking to salvage something from this game. What comes in? Haaland just wide off the post. Still about 2 minutes and stopping time to go for Killer Freak. Haaland over the top to find a coach. He'll get there first before the defender, and he's possibly going to run away with it. Killer Freak looking to take some time off the clock, and he does that extremely well. Goes into the corner, works his way around. I mean, that's just excellent time management from Killer Freak, and he could seal this out with a goal, but he gives it straight right to Wesley. It's got to be perfect now. With about a minute to go, Okocha sends the run of Havertz. I mean, he's not got a lot of people up front, but it's got to be perfect. Okocha into the 10, over the top into Haaland. This could be something amazing. Just inches, and the margins always play a part. But Killer Freak stands tall.
He won. Killer Freak won. Omo, this guy carry him go wire.
Those last 10 minutes where we were speaking of what kind of strategy he was taking into it, you could see how aggressive he was. You could see that he wanted to salvage something from the game after he got that Mbappe goal. It just wasn't meant to be. I mean, that last minute cross from Erling Haaland with Johan Cruyff lurking around the back, it almost felt like we could have seen a goal around. But just quite unfortunate that Wesley wasn't able to pull that one back. And Killer Freak will take an important win into the next round. They're watching the eNPFL, a tournament which has been running for a month now, which has seen qualifies the whole of Nigeria. So that's the best of FC24 players around the whole of Nigeria coming to compete with us down to the last 20. Today, we've been able to shape them down to the last 16. And that was tough. That was very, very difficult. And it was also difficult seeing some players exit because of how they made their run towards this place. I mean, we just did see Killer Freak almost being eliminated, and Wesley, who definitely played his heart out, has to exit the tournament. But that's how tournaments like these work. And you've just got to go back to the drawing board and hope another opportunity comes for you. It just speaks to the brilliance and some of the key stuff that these Nigerian pros can do. I mean, we're able to see Killer Freak utilize Erling Haaland. I mean, we always look at that aerial play style plus from Erling Haaland, but you could use him on the ground as well because he's got pace, he's got power, he's got strength as well. And these three key things,
my brother,
with the
can I
pace
come
and
in?
the power, it could definitely help with that one.
All right, Sly, I just got quick updates from the team. In the game between KK and his opponent, KK won by a very slim margin. KK versus Kenny, KK won 6 goals